Hello, my darlings. As you can see, we're going to do a Pickacard reading today. It's going to be about your next big step, to kind of give you some empowerment to take that step, any guidance in doing so. So if you want to get centered in your breath, get connected to me now in this moment. I've already called upon our angels and guides and those who assist us for our highest and greatest good to bring us the messages we most need to hear. And go ahead and follow your intuition to whatever pile or piles holds messages for you regarding this, and I will see you there. I will have the timestamps linked down below as usual. And yeah, see you there. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. If you chose this card, this message is for you. We have the number 11 with the moon in Aquarius with the keyword independence. It feels like you're going to be doing something that kind of goes against the grain in some kind of way. It almost feels a little rebellious in a sense, or not what everyone else is doing. Taking some sort of step on your own. It feels mysterious in a sense with the moon energy, and I feel that there's ways that your mind might be trying to rationalize where you're being guided, but you might be caught in the mind. And so taking some sort of step that is claiming that you're actually taking on whatever your mystery is guiding you to do, it feels like the next big step. And with the Aquarian energy, it has so much to do with purpose and humanity and the greater good, the bigger picture of things. And things are transforming within you on a massive level. And things that are being let go of are anything that you felt codependent upon, including the inability to let go of control. And I feel like that is something that you've been playing with for quite some time. But as this is settling, things are sort of becoming clear. Why something has been transforming the way it has and where it's leading you. Okay, we have the man and we have the woman. The divine feminine and the divine masculine coming out together, which speaks of beautiful harmony within the self. And that harmony, like, you're at a point where you're ready to do something alone or to do something. You know, there's this compassion that's welling within you, or there's this desire to create that's welling within you, and now it's like you are having the courage to take action upon it in a way that feels right to you, in a way that maybe doesn't look like anyone else has done it before, or someone in your family. Like, there's this level of doing it in your own progressive kind of way. Okay. We have shadow. You're facing something big in your incarnation by doing this. Like, you're going to be meeting a greater version of yourself. You are meeting a greater version of yourself. We have shift in psychic. It's obvious that you're growing and you sort of taking on this mystery or facing this fear or going after this desire is changing the way you are operating. It's changing the way you're conversing with the universe, and it's expanding your abilities and leading you to something beautifully fortunate for yourself, like something that you will love. We have the divine feminine, healer and knowledge coming out together, so we'll just do that. Okay. Yeah, you're really finding home within yourself, being more confident in who you are and your differences. And I feel like you're being very guided by something beyond yourself your soul's calling you in a direction, and you're going to be using your abilities in new ways and sharing them in new ways, in ways that are very healing for others, or those you come in contact with, or those that benefit from your art, or whatever it is that you do. Okay, these are upside down. So we have Ace of Wands. With strength. You have to use all of your strength right now to either follow an inspiration or drive yourself forward in some kind of way, past a fear or to go after a desire. You doing so is absolutely fucking transforming you on a cellular level, but also your life and the way it is looking and how you're experiencing it. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. Okay, there's definitely going to be an upkick in your productivity. And maybe you have been taking a break. Maybe you have been sort of not feeling inspired, whatever it is. But there's something it's time to go. It's time to put effort in. You're going to follow an inspiration or some sort of drive that you have. And with all your strength, it's like having a routine with it, or giving it your focused energy, concentrating on it. Continuing to say no to the things that don't feel good, don't feel right. Hierophant. The Ten of Wands and the Eight of Swords. I feel like something's been blocking you in terms of your divine feminine, your ability to connect and receive. And there's something about what you're letting go of, what you're no longer holding on to, and how that's sort of releasing you from the illusion that the fears that were keeping you from taking a step before. We have the King of Swords. Judgment. You understand something. You feel something. On a very deep level with the divine feminine. And you're just being called higher. And it's like you're listening. And you're ready for the next step with the King of Swords. Okay, so we have two knights at the end here. So there's a lot of action. We have the Pentacles and the Swords. So putting in your... I'll do that. Putting in the action necessary that you need every day to keep something moving along. Okay, this is your routine, your self-care routine. Doing what you have to do. Putting focused energy towards projects, whatever. The Knight of Swords, though, is also using the mind in some kind of way. So you could be planning something, you could be learning something at the same time, or communicating something. Whatever it is, you're taking action, and it's healing. It's transforming your life, it's transforming your creativity, and how you're going to be showing up in the world. So we have a hobby, or the hobby card, I should say. So something about your creativity, following some sort of creative inspiration, wherever your creativity is feeling its warmest, its happiest. it's like curious, if it's curious about something, or excited about something or passionate, just follow it, regardless of what you think it's going to bring into your life, regardless of what maybe your mind used to tell you about it being productive, or, you know, does this have anything to do with my path? It just doesn't fucking matter. What matters is that you're following your inspiration and you're following what feels good, and things sort of just weave together in this way, and you have to just trust it. So you could be working on a project that is requiring a lot of your energy or effort, or you might find yourself being inspired creatively to work on something or try something, and you have to use your strength to just go after it, get past the mind that is like tomorrow, or it's gonna take too long, or whatever the fuck our minds like to say. Okay. So we have change. Yeah, there's a lot of things happening, a shift in your energy, a shift in your life. Yeah, really going after something here, and the fucking shit's gonna bring into your life. I mean, feels like a big deal in terms of like how it's gonna feel. And that being the reason, you know, following that feeling. So we have the healer. Yeah, there's something about what you do that is very healing to others. And whatever has been blocking you before being unblocked, I just feel like you're going to turn into a river, an overflowing cup. Something like where what you know, it's like the Midas touch, like everything that you give your energy to thrives or grows or turns to gold, and in that metaphor, you know what I mean? It's just like it gives, and it's beautiful, and it's healing, and it is something of value. It is so valuable. That being the purpose behind everything that we do. That it is healing when we are in our authenticity, when we are in our purpose. It is healing for the world. And something could have come along and just woken you up and changed your whole fucking life. Or there's some just kind of shift or you were wondering why something's happening or not happening. I think that something's going to be made clear here. We have two-face though, so it's like you're not acting as, how do I say this? You're not acting as amazing as you are. Does that make sense? There's something about you having more knowledge, more wisdom than you even show others. And I get the sense that there's this overthinking that maybe stops you from it, or holds you hold back in some kind of way for some reason. But it's time for that mask to fall, because this is who you truly are, whatever it is that you're following. Sorry. Fucking go for that one. We have Wusa. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm getting a couple different things here. For some of you, there's something about like your anger and where it has come from, or are you healing that aspect of the self, or how you're fueling, transmuting that into passion. There's something about nurturing and not reacting to it, and sort of freeing yourself by transmuting it and fueling it into your creativity or purpose or whatever it is. Another thing I was getting is just the sheer awe, I think, in which you either are or are about to be experiencing when it comes to what this is bringing into your life. Let's do some of these. So we have surrender. We have make space. Zoom out. What do you want? And you is underlined. So that could be another thing, like you're being at odds with yourself in terms of what you want. And that kind of fucking with the creative flow, or maybe just doing what you thought was expected of you before, or, you know, we often as humans, we just tend to want to please others. And it is when we are our happiest, when we are doing what makes us happy, what feels very authentic to our soul, that's when what we do is the most healing, you know? And so if you're not feeling like you're in a space where you can't do what you want, maybe that's something that you're leaving behind, or just that aspect of self that keeps you from doing things that are fulfilling. You have a departure. So something leaving, or someone leaving, or you leaving, or something along these lines. We have play the game. We have coexist. Yeah, there's something about a mediation of sorts, or making space for others to coexist with different perspectives, making a space for that. Maybe through what you do, what you symbolize, what your message is. So trust yourself above all. And the first question you have to ask yourself is, what do you want? And then when you know what you want, that's what you need to do. You need to go after that. And it's definitely something that you have to do alone, in a sense. You have to go after something alone with the independence. Doesn't mean you're going to be alone the whole time. You might be working with others. You might be expanding your horizons in many ways, but there's something about you alone have to do something when it's claiming what you want and going after it. We have the key. We have the shark. We have the frying pan. We have the younger man. Since we have basket. We have candle. And vibe. There's definitely some fears looming beneath the surface here, making you feel constrained or held back in some kind of way. But you're more free than you realize. And there might be some level of pressure surrounding this, or there's a fear of backlash or something, or conflict, whatever it is. Moving through it and releasing yourself from this prison of the mind and actually doing what it is that you want is the next step, and it's going to bring a lot of relief into your life. There's something about maybe before, you don't want to be like reckless when it comes to your energy, or impulsive, or but there's action being taken. and something like all the resources being available to you, or Okay, so let's end this reading with some movie quotes. We have ignorance is bliss. I have the perfect weapon right here, these two hands. This is never about violence. It's about having your hands to be able to create, to do something, to take accountability for something, even as just a metaphor. Like, I can make the change. I can do the thing. The mystery of life isn't a problem to solve, it's a reality to experience. A process that cannot be understood by stopping it. We must move with it, the flow of the process. We must join it, we must flow with it. There's more beyond the reef. This is only the beginning. The only thing I do know is that we have to be kind. Please be kind, especially when we don't know what's going on. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore. So that's definitely for the person who maybe is working through their anger and transmuting it and fueling it into some kind of passion or creativity. There should be no boundaries to human endeavor. We are different. We're all different. However bad life may seem, there's always something you can do and succeed at. While there's life, there's hope. The way it works is you do the thing that you're scared shitless of, and you get the courage after you do it, not before. To infinity and beyond. A great man doesn't seek to lead, he's called to it. So we have 3 dunes. If that means anything to you, or you want to revisit. I find your lack of faith disturbing, is at the bottom. So have faith in yourself, have faith in your healing, have faith in what you're being called to do. Have faith that something is healed, something is harmonized enough for you to go to the next level. And there's going to be an upswing in, I feel like, your routine or what you're putting your energy to. So just follow it. Allow yourself to be curious and open as you do so. And you are going to be having to face some level of fear here. But it's nothing that you can't handle, and I get the sense that it's not going to be as scary as you thought it was before. You know what I'm saying? So I love you guys. I hope these messages help you. If you need a reading from me, EmbodyEmpress.com. I have a Patreon community if you want weekly assistance for your human journey. And I have tons of other resources, so please check that out down below. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this card, this message is for you. It turns out it's 2. We have the number 5, the number 2. We have the moon in Leo and Jupiter in Taurus with the keywords appreciation and status. So there's a lot of abundant energy here in pile number 2. There seems to be a leveling up when it comes to some aspect of your life. And there's something about the appreciation that comes with it. I don't know if others are appreciating you for what you do, or you're just appreciating the next step. For some of you, I feel like you are moving, you're setting down roots somewhere. Something about home and family or community is like a key element going forward. And for some of you, you could be receiving a lot of appreciation from those that connect with what you do. Yeah, but it's like your status is changing, or the status of something is changing in a way that is very beautiful, and it is seen, it is appreciated. But with this sort of leveling up, I feel comes like responsibility. And so we're going to tap into that as well. Yeah, we have the star and we have the harvest. The star being about dreams coming true. I don't know, I can't speak all of a sudden. But like reaching some kind of goal, okay? Or just having that sign that fuels you forward, something that opens something up, or just feeling truly in your purpose. And with this cornucopia, with the rewards, I just feel like there's just this having everything that you need and feeling very at home with what you've created, or feeling at home with where you're at, and really getting to enjoy what you've created, getting to enjoy what you've earned, what you've put your energy towards, whatever it is. There's this leveling up, but this enjoyment of it. But again, it's gonna come with some level of responsibility, but it doesn't feel like anything you can't handle. You're gonna be having everything you need to go to do what you gotta do. Moving on up. That's how it feels. Oh, shit. Well, we see courage first. I'm gonna put that there. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fit all these, but we're gonna do our damned best. Okay. Dear Lord. Okay, we have boundaries, we have gratitude, we have growth, we have water, we have transmute, we have magic, we have divine masculine. Look how beautiful, all these different colors. I love it. Okay. It seems life, yes, is getting more colorful for you. It feels like it's turning on in a sense. There's this greater level of appreciation and gratitude that you have. You've grown so much, and you've really like set boundaries, but also exceeded limits. There's just so much strength behind how you've gotten to where you are now. And not only that, it's been incredibly healing. With water and transmute, I feel like your inner world has transformed, and it's changing the way you are acting. And there's a greater level of confidence and courage to take on what's next, which you will be. There's definitely new challenges and new tests and new projects coming your way, but you're so ready for them. Okay. What's up with all these like cards flying out at the same time together? Okay. We have 5 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and Judgment. You could be taking a big risk when it comes to your creativity or your work, or when it comes to your home and family. But you're definitely following what you feel is best, or that you know is right, or the call of your soul. I feel like you're removing yourself from some sort of conflict or drama or something that just wasn't working, or you made your way through something that was incredibly challenging at times. But you're certainly making your way through it, or you have. And it looks like you're working towards something, maybe privately, or you have a secret goal or wish. And that's, I think, going to be the main focus when it comes to like what you're going to do with this newfound position, wealth, place, whatever it is, this leveling up. Like, where does it go from here? But there's this level, they don't want you to jump on that so much as like enjoy what you've created, enjoy. Obviously we have to keep moving and growing as souls and experiencing, and we have our, we have to do work, relationships, mundane things, routine things. So we have to always keep moving in a sense, but like also we can sit and appreciate what we have brought into our lives. Maybe somebody's taking a break or a vacation before they jump into something else. Because I feel like there's going to be this uptick. And I got this in pile number 1 as well, different message, but this uptick in energy, this movement that's going to be happening. So I think that's probably on a energetic level for all of us. So make sure you're really thinking about what needs to be done, what you need to let go of, how are you holding yourself back. There's certain things that have to be like felt into when it comes to boundaries or, you know, moving past them. The Star. Yeah, there's so much gratitude here because you are so in your purpose. You are so in your path. You're definitely elevating. And so there's just like so much to be grateful for in that, you know. You could have healed something on an emotional level, on a physical body level, on like when it comes to your creativity or your purpose, whatever it is you're feeling very connected to you and to the greater purpose behind something, and there's just so much gratitude. I mean, I can see you like sort of taking a step back and looking back at your life that you've lived this far and just being like, wow, like I did all of that, or I got from there to there. Like, how did I do that? You know what I mean? There's just like this beautiful pause and appreciation for what you have done. So we have the Magician, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Somebody, I mean, you might feel like you have a lot on your fucking plate. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of cards are coming out. There's this level of exhaustion that we have with the Knight of Wands, but with the Knight of Cups, it's like coupled with like your fucking dreams coming true, and the fact that you made that, you created that, you manifested it with the Magician. You have grown because of what you have given your energy to, you know? But there could be some level of fear of what still needs to get done, and it's just like this weird feeling. I'm getting like a couple different, it's like when you're experiencing different emotions at once, can be kind of confusing because you're just so like appreciative and elated or whatever from what's going on in your life, but you're also like fucking tired, or you don't even know what to do with your energy. I don't know. There's like a few different things I'm kind of getting where there might still be something that you're still letting go of or putting your energy to. You could be tying up loose ends or packing up things. Okay. We have Justice. Yeah, something is fucking harmonizing though on an emotional level. I mean, that's the goal, okay? Something has been purified within and it's changing your without, you know, the external is what I'm saying. Or something that was once a dream in your mind is being made real in the physical, you know? That kind of thing. There's this, whatever you work towards, you're getting it back in a way that is so beautiful. And I really get the sense that your message is to really just, your next step is to fucking appreciate yourself, what you've created. Just allow yourself to enjoy this moment. You know, you'll get back to work or do whatever it is that you have to do, but allow yourself a moment to just appreciate. You have done so much. Oops, excuse me. But you fear your own magic. You fear... That's interesting. Something could be keeping you from investing in something when it comes to a group or connecting with others Or it seems like an investment within a group, though, with others. It feels like something that's meant to be built or created, or maybe you're supposed to collaborate with someone. There's something holding you back with the devil energy from taking action. And with the Nine of Swords, this indicates that there is still some level of fear when it comes to your magic, or maybe there's a level of disbelief when it comes to what it is that you have created and what you brought into your life. Look around, motherfucker. Like, look what you've done. Like, look what you've fucking done. You know, we're always trying to get to the next thing, or we're always afraid, or there's always these fears about the fucking past or the future, whatever. And it's just like, look at this. Look at what you've created. This is just the beginning. Like, whatever fucking fears that you have when it comes to this collaboration or this investment is an illusion. Like, there's nothing that you cannot do. And I think that you're quickly becoming, like, you're truly realizing this in a way that is very respectful and humble. Because this is a co-creation with you and the universe, you know? And humility is obviously just absolutely fundamental when it comes to that. Okay. Okay, so we have friends. There's something about collaborations or connections, networking, or being introduced, or for someone too, there's like something about secrets, something that wants to be revealed or spoken or said, or maybe having a secret wish to collaborate with someone, or somebody could be really wanting to, I don't know, yeah, collaborate, connect. Okay, we have say less. Okay, there's something about really listening and sort of contemplating something or thinking about something, or getting out of the mind and trusting how you feel, or speaking from the heart, which when we speak from the heart, we would speak less. You know, our mind tries to like show how much we know, or it often over-explains. But when we're coming from the heart, it would just be in truth. Okay. Oh. There's something about connecting telepathically at a distance from someone. There's something about that for somebody else, like where you're connecting on a different dimension. Also, there's this letting your defenses down, but not feeling like you have to be on the defense. Okay, so when you're receiving some sort of backlash or criticism, you don't respond to it. You don't feel the need to. You don't feel the need, or maybe you just feel the need to bring love to the situation somehow. But there's like less drama, less noise, less less interaction with the conflict. Does that make sense? Okay. Gratitude with the star with crisis. Hold up. Yeah, I feel like you feel very lucky in terms of where you're at, how you feel, your health, everything, you know. In all the chaos of the world, there's something about like feeling very lucky. But also there's something like where you're not fully You're not fully being yourself. I think there's certain boundaries that you're setting with yourself where you're hiding, or you're not showing your true self in certain ways, or somebody could be super grateful, like they feel like they have escaped something that was a really difficult chapter or trap or situation. So there's so much like gratitude for the healing or the escape of that, or wherever you are now. Okay, so please just take what resonates. We have growth. Oh yeah. Anger management and daydream. Yeah, there's something you've been growing when it comes to your anger, or it's like triggered when other people are angry, or they're hateful, or there's criticism. There's been a lot of growth with that. There's something that's changed on a deep level. And I feel like what you're giving your energy to now when it comes to what you're envisioning for the future, it has changed because you have changed. Your perspective has changed. Also, I'm getting the fact that you used to envision the worst, or things going wrong, or like hateful energy coming towards you, or being afraid of that. But really it's like you're letting go of that hold that's had upon you. We have desperate with water and justice. I think something came along to wake you up, or something happened. Maybe you felt backed into a corner by spirit. You could have had like a health scare, or like some sort of rock bottom where you felt like things had to shift. And so you did. Okay, we have intimacy with strength and transmute. Yeah, you're healing on so many levels, including like the releasing of defenses so you can connect more deeply to others. There's this new outlook, this new perspective when it comes to compassion, connection, friendship, why something had to occur in your life and what it's brought you to. Like there's this beautiful new outlook, and there's this wanting for deeper connection, wanting for deeper intimacy, or feeling more deeply with certain people, or maybe even it doesn't necessarily have to be people. It could be like whatever you're creating, feeling passionate about it. Yeah, here's that new outlook I was saying. Yeah, you see something differently. It's like where once you were longing for something, you were yearning for something to be different, but you wanted it, but maybe you feared it. You didn't know if it was possible. There's this new outlook on that journey, or there's this belief in it that is like relieving you in some kind of way, and allowing the magic to just take hold, allowing the transformation to occur. Okay. And now we have it's your time. Yeah, whatever you're holding back when it comes to investing in this group, it's time. It's time to do so. So I think that's basically your next step, is not only appreciating and enjoying what you've created and everything like that, but it's time to take a step where you've been holding back, and you know you know what it is when it comes to investment within a group. Okay. You see what I mean with your pile? Like, all these cards are coming out together at once. Something could feel like that, like a lot of things happening at once, not necessarily good or bad, just like so much. We have a yes, we have don't people please, we have answer the call, we have fuck yes, serendipitous encounter, go with the flow, don't worry about it, speak your truth, and compromise. So you're definitely doing something that you feel very called to do. It feels like beyond yes. There might be fears surrounding it, but it's like, that's what I want to do. And there could be some sort of meeting or serendipitous encounter that's either happened already or that's about to happen, where maybe a past version of self would be worried. All you have to do is be yourself, go with the flow, and speak your truth. Like, honestly, don't be anything that you're not. And, you know, be willing to compromise where necessary, especially if there was any like idealism before. Yeah. $23 when I looked up too, so definitely some change or an important choice happening. We have the tiger, the pineapple, the butterfly, the yolk. We have the horse, the axe, teardrops, and the bridge. I mean, you're leaving something behind, or something is ending, or there could be things you're just sort of sacrificing at this time. And you might feel more stuck than you really are. I feel like you're very close to something where you could be, it says reconciliation. For some of you, you could be having some sort of reconciliation from the past or past life, or reconnecting to something that you loved in the past, or anything like that. I mean, it could be a creative thing, a hobby, whatever. But there's some sort of risk or some sort of welcome change that sort of bridges you into this realization that, I mean, honestly, I'm getting the fact where you just kind of wake up and look around and be like, holy shit. And it's just like hits you how beautiful your life is, or how you created it, or how in awe you are in the fact that you were once there and now you're here. Like, there's just like this awakening where you really feel like you've stepped into yourself. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like something like that. So to end this reading, I'm going to do some movie quotes. That's not fair. You say that so often. I wonder what your basis for comparison is. Because in my dreams, we are together. I mean, it's sort of exciting, isn't it? Breaking the rules. Your mind is like water, my friend. When it becomes agitated, it becomes difficult to see. But if you allow it to settle, the answer becomes clear. People call these things imperfections, but they're not. You sit on a throne of lies, so that means that there's a part of yourself that's not truly... Hold on. It doesn't truly feel authentic. Somebody could feel like an imposter is also what I'm just getting, like, how did I do this? How am I here? Like something like that. The numbers all go to 11. Look right across the board, 11, 11, 11. You could be getting a lot of signs. Now you know the worst that could happen, so there's nothing to be scared of. We walk away from dreams afraid we may fail, or worse yet, afraid we may succeed. Lord knows we need more teachers in this world. In every job, there must be done. there is an element of fun. I love that. There's something about just like finding fun in all of the things that you have to do, including the mundane. Like making things fun. There comes a day when you're going to look around and realize happiness is where you are. That's what I'm talking about. That realization where you're like, holy fuck, like, where am I? How did I get here? Like, is this what you know what I mean? Like this beautiful, beautiful moment. When you get there, if you're not already there, I want you to stop and just fucking soak it up. Just soak that shit up. Just revel in the gratitude and the love and the journey that it took to get you there. I hope these messages help you. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Hi. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this card, this message is for you. We have the number 6. We have the sun in Virgo with health. It feels like you're going to be, the next step for you is going to be you pouring into yourself, where you concentrating on your health, your body, whether it be your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, probably all of the above. There's something you're being prepared for. But I feel like you're getting out of the underworld in terms of shadow work or fears and things that were lying beneath the surface, and you're now taking action towards yourself, how you feel, your body, your physical appearance even. There's something about readying the body, taking care of the body as the sacred vessel that holds your soul through this life. Creating more stability and reliability, dependability when it comes to that by showing yourself that you deserve that care, you know? Okay. So we have the scythe and we have the flight. So this is about movement, general movement. It could also be about networking, connecting. But with the scythe, this is about endings, changes, cutting things away, sacrificing things and letting them go. So I can see that you might be at a place where you're having to let go of certain things and move towards others, or keep moving forward, or follow the flow as you release certain things. Or there could be an upswing in how you're using your body, and you have to sacrifice letting go of things that throw you off balance. Or there could be just a lot of connection happening in your near future, or maybe that's already happening, where you're having to give a lot to yourself to others, but there's something about you having to pour into yourself as well. Okay, let me light this incense. Okay, so we have shadow. We have shift. That's what I'm talking about, dude. There's something like healer. Yeah, you're coming up from some deep shadow work, I feel like, or some experience where you're ready for what's next, though. There's this shift in energy, or there's this shift in how you're using your healing abilities, or healing the body, healing the mind. Something's coming up, though, to be seen with the full moon, and you being guided through it. So trust in what's coming up in your life, trust in the shift, and focus on the health, the taking care of, you know, letting go of what doesn't serve you and moving with the change. Yeah, because you're going to be putting yourself out there in new ways, especially for those that resonated with the like having to network a lot or be out there. You might be facing a fear when it comes to putting yourself out there in new ways too. So That's another reason why it's really important to take care of the self. Or maybe your image is changing. We have the Three of Cups. Yeah, there's a shift in like who you're around, who you're connecting with, or how you're connecting with others. There's this beautiful generosity, reciprocity, harmony, or, there's something about what you're doing being received by others, or the importance of connections because of our mortality, you know what I mean? And the beauty of love. Yeah, I feel you really putting in action to heal, to take care of yourself, to nurture yourself. There might be an aspect of this that feels scary or feels that out of your control, I'll say. But this is well within your control to experience and heal and work through and expand. With Temperance, that's about sacrifice, moderation, patience. You're going to be guided through the whole thing. You just have to be very sort of on top of it when it comes to your choices and what you're doing. And when it comes to yourself and who you're becoming. And letting go of what has been, and letting go of the past, and letting go of toxic patterns or relationships, whatever. And really being patient and nurturing to yourself and what you're creating. You'll be guided through the whole thing as usual. But there's some sort of, I think, mental activity when it comes to this, or fears, or might even be defenses, or having to be right. Those things will dissipate as you heal. Yeah, with humility, it's just like you accept where you are, you accept your path, your purpose, you accept what is being given to you, and you work through it with humility. And it doesn't keep you from doing anything. It doesn't hold you back. It keeps you moving forward, but more in purpose, more choosing from a higher self perspective. Yeah, I think there was this over dramatization of like difficult relationship lessons and things like that I feel like with nurturing, with care, you're removing yourself from, or there's something about a shift within a group that is undergoing some level of crisis or difficulty, where it's like you have to refocus your energy. Or hold on, let me see if there's anything else. Just take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay. A shift in a way you're showing up within a group. Okay, we have boundaries and balance with healer. You're having to set boundaries with yourself, with others, separating yourself from things that are detrimental or no longer resonate or just destructive. Finding balance, healing. Again, releasing, I'm getting this for somebody, releasing yourself from the drama or the extreme something. And really putting your energy towards healing. Okay. Whatever's coming up in your life to be seen that feels out of your control, or that there is a deeper meaning behind that you have to understand, you really need to just accept and pay attention to what the universe is trying to tell you and work with it. And that's how you get through it. Okay, there's something about, for some of you, I feel like you have this yearning to connect with certain individuals in your life, or you can see, for some of you, you see the way you are envisioning yourself with certain people changing. There's something about what your visions are telling you about certain connections. Yeah, you're being guided to take some kind of risk, but it feels like one where you're pouring into yourself or your creativity or your purpose in some kind of way. You're pouring into you, or a dream, or a relationship that with tempers, whatever it is, it requires balance and work, but you'll be guided through it. Or for some of you, you feel like you're at risk. Maybe you, in terms of your health. That's obviously only for those who resonate. And you nurturing yourself back to health is the key forward. Okay. Where is that? Let's see what you can surrender when it comes to this. Surrender to play. So follow your joy as much as possible. Allow yourself to play. Allow yourself to enjoy, have fun. I'm getting like this soaking up of the sun, if that's possible where you are or where you could go. Surrender your fear of change. Yeah, something is shifting, something is changing, but it's making you reach for your power, or it's making you understand your power in a new way. And you don't have to fear the change. You don't have to fear what's happening. You just have to accept it and move with it. Surrender defensiveness. So you could have your defenses up because you're afraid of what might happen or the past or something like that. But there's this need to release the defense. So we have surrender to procrastination. So the things that you have been procrastinating on, especially when it comes to, I think, your health or nurturing yourself, those are the things you want to jump on. Releasing the defenses that maybe make you, what's the word? It's like, it's gone. I don't know. Shit's gone. Surrender your defenses. You know where. Okay, let me get some keywords for you guys. We have, there is a shadow present, okay? We see that here. You having to face something, some sort of unknown or fear or desire or experience that you've never experienced. Something sort of looming. We have open up. We have new location. We have this is the way. We have use your logic. Plan ahead. We have patience. Don't limit yourself and let yourself be surprised. Yeah, so somebody could be moving or just going to a new location, even traveling. Just any, like, it doesn't have to be travel either, like getting in a different fucking space. There's something about that that's like invigorating in a sense. Russia might be significant for someone. That's obviously not for everyone, but I feel that maybe someone was either, I don't know, you're traveling there, maybe you're from there, I don't know. There's something though about taking logical steps, planning something, not letting yourself be bogged down by a specific thing, but opening up and not settling, allowing yourself to expand, go outward, but there's also this level of needing to let go of control. So I'm getting this energy of be spontaneous and allow yourself to just experience life in that spontaneity, instead of like on autopilot or in a routine or doing what you are familiar with. We have boots, peacock, coins, grapes. I'm sorry if I just shook the table, I might have. Okay, sorry. Finger, dolphin, basket, vine, fire. God, there's just so much happiness and fulfillment that is wanting to be brought into your life. They're showing you that is what's around the corner. There's something about more fulfillment, happiness, having fun, being creative, feeling more energized, having what you need, going where you want to go, being passionate, feeling alive. And right now there's just like fears that hold you back, or there's things that hold you back, defenses that hold you back from opening up. Whatever it is, those are the things that need to be looked at, healed, and released, because that's what's keeping you from being an authentic version of self and being happy with your life and in some kind of way. There is something, I think whatever's happening in your life is to show you how fragile life can be, and what a fucking miracle it is to be here in any one of us at all. And the fact that we have these bodies that get us through this life and that work for us day to day, healing as we wreck the fuck out of them, or as we disregard them, or we don't show them that we love them, you know? So what's happening now is there's a shift in that. This knowing that you do deserve happiness, you do deserve health, you feel good in your body, to be yourself unapologetically, to go where you want to go, to be passionate. You know what I mean? There's this call to live. And that's what's in your future. And they're calling you to really focus on that. Focus on healing, bringing happiness into your life, because it's yours if you want it. 1717 when I looked up. So there is some sort of, with the boot, and it says increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. There is definitely some work you're going to have to put into this. Again, having a daily routine when it comes to skincare, your health, your diet, how much water you're consuming, what you're putting your energy to when it comes to your practice, your purpose, your creativity. There's this, it is a sacred energy that we're putting forth through those things, even the most mundane. It's a ritual. We're giving back to the very thing that we're co-creating with, you know, which is the universe, spirit, the quantum field, whatever you want to call it. And it's important that we do these rituals, and that we make sacrifices, and that we take care of ourselves through this experience. And any lessons that we learn along the way with that is to get us to do that in general. You know, I just feel like there's just so much life that wants to come pouring out of you. And you're gonna do that, most certainly. But first you gotta give into the ritual. You have to give into the sacrifice. You have to love yourself. You have to heal. You gotta do that work to get to that place. And you will. Oh, you fucking will. You feel me? A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. Everything is just on time. We learn our lessons when we're supposed to, and we awaken to our magic when we're supposed to, and it's all beautiful. And you're awakening to your magic. You sit on a throne of lies. You're in the process of releasing what is not authentic to you. You have to let go of what does not resonate. You have to let go of what does not ring true to you and connect with your values, connect with yourself. That's not fair. You say that so often. I wonder what your basis for comparison is. There's a lot of things in this life that aren't fucking fair. There are horrific things happening in this world, you know? And we all have to experience suffering in our own way. But whatever it is that we're experiencing here is calling us to be more compassionate, either more compassionate for ourselves or for others, and be more grateful for what we have, what we are, the resources we do have around us. You know, the life that is at our fingertips if we so choose it. People call these things imperfections, but they're not. I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my life. Again, somebody might feel like something's out of their control. And that's something that happens sometimes. Spirits makes us realize that there's certain things that are beyond our control. When maybe we forget that, you know? But it is through this journey that awakens a trust in us, a faith in us that is unshakable. You have to trust what you're being shown here, even if it's difficult. What's coming will come, and we'll meet it when it does. There's no sense worrying about it before it happens, but know that we'll be ready for things as they come, because we always are. My dear girl, you cannot keep bumping your head against reality and saying it is not there. Something could be really, especially with the procrastination, something could be really trying to get you to change or do something differently or get you to go in a certain direction, and you're avoiding it, you're in denial, you're pushing it off. You gotta let go and take control. May the force be with you. You have so much power to do so. So much fucking power. My God. After all, tomorrow is another day. There is no courage without fear. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. Highly illogical, and I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. Somebody could just be getting to a point where they just want the change. At the bottom, a great man doesn't seek to lead, he is called to it. Everything that's happening in your life is calling you higher. And through your work, through your life, through your healing, you're an inspiration to others, whether you know it or not. Especially when we are taking accountability for our healing, our lives. We're wanting to be more authentic. We're wanting to be ourselves in a world that feels like it's not accepted, right? But the more that we are doing this, the more we realize that we were the only ones holding ourselves back. And we don't have to be like anyone else. And our path is our own. And it is temporary. And it is beautiful. And we are beautiful, just as we are. Through all of our mistakes, through all of our failures and our successes, through the life that we create. And when we do it with presence and awareness, well, we can really create a life that we can find fulfilling. And you, my darling, that is just what you're going to be doing. So pour into yourself, my love. Pour into yourself. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to be prepared for happiness, for love, for connection, for any fucking thing that you want out of this life. Okay? Something is harmonizing. Something needs to be balanced. Something needs to be healed. The heart needs to open. I love you. I hope these messages help you. If you need a reading from me, EmbodyEmpress.com. If you need weekly assistance for your human journey, I have a Patreon. Otherwise, I have tons of other resources. Please check that out down below. And I will see you next time. Love you. Bye. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose this card, this message is for you. We have the number 8. So we have Mercury in Scorpio with extremism. We can see this character trying to force their, we'll just say, opinion upon someone else. Force something upon someone else. I think that you've seen two sides of something, or you've seen the extreme side of something when it comes to either, it could be like an emotional level, or it could be like in your industry or something outside of yourself, because I feel like groups are very important. And you know what it takes when it comes to what is stable, or there's some sort of sense of value, or it's reliable, dependable, you know, and you can see the sides blurring, like the lines blurring when it comes to what happens when anything gets in an extreme, you know. We can see this in our politics. It's a fucking circus clown show, isn't it? Like every side of it is just like ridiculous, and we just see how dark things can get, and we can see how when one energy seems completely different than the other, and then suddenly you look at them and you see they're the same. And that's what I'm using politics as an example, because it's a really clear example of that. But anyway, there's something about you sort of seeing through that, and maybe there's something about what you can contribute to a group. So this could be your family. This could be a team when it comes to your work. Again, this could be an industry or something like that, or like a company. But it's like you wanting to create something that's more reliable, or that is true, but it doesn't feel like it's forcing anything upon anyone. You know what I mean? We have the moon, where'd that go? And the star. All right, moon and the star. I just feel like you're seeing something clearly after sort of being in some kind of illusion, or living through an experience. There's certain cycles that have played out, and I feel like clarity is being made, or is being connected with, or maybe a light's going off in terms of an idea, or there's something that you just feel very connected to and that you want to kind of push forward when it comes to a group. Okay. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Also, somebody could have like blown something up inside of themselves when in terms of, how do I say this? Hold on, I'm fucking up. It's like when we get attached to like an extreme or dramatic sort of outcome, or something that plays out within our mind, even when it comes to like another person. You know how we humans, we can like think of the worst case scenario, or we can play out these little dramas within our mind of something happening, and there's something about seeing that things weren't as extreme as we had made them. I guess that's just for somebody. Or something being easier than we thought. What is this? Okay, we have growth coming out first. So again, there's something that you have grown so much from your experiences. I'm seeing that you're having clarity in the midst of maybe chaos. We have healer, courage, and you're having to stand up within a group or stand up for a group and be the one to say the thing or make the change, but in a way that it feels, it's not divisive, it's not combative. It's just like coming from the heart. We have divinity, yeah. You feel very guided to do so. And then we have fire. So I feel like something is either spirit's lighting a fire in you to do something, or that you're getting some sort of courage or energy forward to do something. Something's opening up. Okay. Something's opening up. It's like you got to be ready to take action or ready to use your willpower in a certain way, or it has to do with your creativity or being inspired divinely. Whatever it is, it's a key forward and you're meant to follow it. Five of Swords, Hermit. Cool. Well, exactly. You're relieving yourself from the drama or the conflict or seeing something in an extreme way. I feel like you've maybe taken a step back or gone within to find that things weren't as extreme as you had made them in the past, which is a beautiful place to be. You know, we all get taken down these pathways where it feels more dramatic or it feels more intense, and then sometimes we learn that we were just wrapped up in some shit, you know what I'm saying, and things aren't as crazy as we had imagined them to be, and our pain was sort of driving that, or our fears were driving that forward. So with the Hermit, I see you've grown enough to release yourself from this, which is fucking beautiful. So obviously what's gonna change, or what's changing around you, is your fucking outlook, which is gonna shift where you're putting your energy, what you're giving it to, who you're giving it to. Groups might change, people might change, and you taking action in a healing way. Okay, what? Four of Swords, King of Swords, Eight of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Hangman. Yeah, I mean, having to really walk away from things that aren't fulfilling, that don't feel right anymore, that don't resonate, taking action, using your willpower forward. There's a peace of mind surrounding this, though, because you understand something better now than you did before. And so you're at peace with what has to change. And you're ready for what's next. I feel like with the Page of Wands and the Knight, it's like you want to do things differently. You want to use your willpower differently. That's lovely. Two of Swords. So you definitely want to keep trusting yourself, following the call of your own soul with the Judgment, working in purpose, allowing yourself to grow and change. It's okay that you don't resonate with certain things anymore. You don't have to hold on to that. You don't have to hold it against yourself or anybody else involved. You just move forward and onward and upward. And I get the sense that you're ready for that, and you're doing it. Ten of Pentacles. You're aligning. Eight of Swords in reverse. You're aligning with your legacy, which means you have to let go of an old perspective or an old way of showing up, because that was an illusion that you were running through, and now you're getting to the truth, and it's taking you to your destiny, your legacy, and what it is that you will be creating or forming within this life, and it's relieving you from some level of like illusion, like a belief, a way of thinking, or even fears or doubts that were keeping you back. Like, those are being let go of as you move towards your purpose. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So you're going to learn lessons when it comes to your energy and what keeps your energy like thriving. You know, we have to take care of our bodies. We have to have movement. We have to have balance, boundaries. We have to put our energy towards certain relationships, certain projects, whatever. And we have to balance all of those things. And so in that balance, if we're feeling overexhausted, we have to let certain things go. So obviously you're at a place where you're finding your balance with what you want to give your energy to, what you want to let go of, and trusting your heart with the Knight of Cups. Trusting what your heart desires to do, to experience, to say, to whatever dream, to whatever goal. Or just also there could be healing within certain relationships. You could be seeing yourself very differently. Seeing how you were contributing to certain like conflicts in the past and things like that. All changing, and it's going to shift the way you're showing up in your connection. Spiritual bath, yes, you're being cleansed out of that. Cleansed out of that whole, it might feel like a whirlwind, a weird chapter, a dream in a sense, and you're waking up from it. They don't want you to overthink this. Okay? Don't overthink this. This is a part of your experience. You move with it. Let yourself be cleansed from the experience, though. You're in the process of doing so. Let it be cleansed out, because to really truly get you to your purpose and your legacy, you have to purify and let go. Okay, signs, risk, opportunity, safety. Yeah, keep following the signs. I think you have been getting them, and that's why things are shifting. And you got to just keep following those. And you have to take certain risks and take certain opportunities and say no to other opportunities, depending on if you believe in it. Does it resonate? Does it bring you joy? Are you having to make yourself something you're not to do this? Then it's not the right place to be. Okay? I think you're starting to see yourself in a different way. Like, who am I? You could have been so wrapped up thinking you were like, your identity was this group or whatever this thing is. And it's like you're relieving yourself from that, realizing that you are your own. You have autonomy. You can be who you want to be. And maybe you're choosing happiness because whatever this was in the past wasn't actually making you happy. And it was more harmful than it was anything else. So a lot of strength to make the changes, okay? A lot of strength to make the changes, to move forward. But I think that your visions for yourself, what you're fantasizing about, that you see a greater version of yourself, and they want you to move towards that. That's your truth. There's also something about moving forward with humility, not doing things out of desperation or a need for validation, but truly just letting go of what has been. And opening up to your path, which is fucking changing in a big way, in a big fucking way. Okay, we have hater. Yeah, there's a big change in this area. It's either like you were wrapped up in something that there was maybe a lot of hate, or you were in something that you were receiving a lot of criticism or hater energy. Whatever it is, it was this extreme version of something that isn't real. That's what's changing. That's what's healing. That's what you're leaving behind. And it's like you're coming to this realization that this is exhausting your energy. This is exhausting. It's not healing. It's not helping. It's dividing. And there's this awakening to want love, connection, truth. Not being held back by these illusions that we can really get wrapped up in, that separates us, that keeps us from connecting on a true level. Something is healed, fated meeting. Okay, so someone came into your life at a time where you really needed it, or getting a message at the right time, or this is something that's going to happen. We have pack your bags. We have good news is on the way. We have get a second opinion. We have be spontaneous. We have choose wisely. We have to the moon. We have take a break and come back with fresh eyes. To be determined. Healing must occur first and make a sacrifice. So just take what resonates when it comes to these. Somebody could be like moving or traveling somewhere, or just decluttering, getting rid of things that no longer serve you. But something's happening, a shift, and you're choosing a higher path here. And you're letting go of an illusion for sure. Or you have let go of an illusion and you're ready for what's next. Okay, we have rooster, purse, angel, desk. Red, ant, harp, whale, and diamonds. Yeah, something is waking you up. I feel like for some of you, you could be relieving yourself from like a chapter where you were very much in your anger or reactivity when it came to like extreme views. All in all, though, there's this thing that's waking you up from an illusion, and there's this shift in how you're showing up, and it seems like whatever you're working towards or what you put your energy to will thrive, and they want you to follow your happiness. And there's something about a gift, receiving a gift. So this could be like an epiphany, an idea, something that comes from beyond, or it could be a physical thing, a representation that the universe brings in to give us the resources we need, and that can come in all different kinds of ways. And there's this release of worry, where there used to be worries about something. It's dissipating, and there's the shift in where you're giving your energy to. And I think you're being called to pay attention to your work, whether this is a project, or this could be your spiritual work. It could be your healing in some kind of way. Especially with healing must occur first. Somebody really has to do some healing work and allow that to move them forward. Facing yourself, facing your fears, not looking away. When we have those moments where we kind of cringe looking back at our choices or what have you, just facing it with love. It is just a fucking part of your experience. There's nothing wrong with you or anything that has occurred. It's just what's occurred. You know what I mean? So accepting yourself, loving yourself, but also choosing your happiness, choosing growth, realizing the illusion, stepping away from it, refocusing your energy, focusing on your healing. That's what it's all about. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore. It's so funny, that's coming right up over the rooster where it says an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So there's definitely something with maybe anger, especially with the 9 of Wands and fire, where it's like you were exhausting your energy before, and you might be transmuting that anger into passion towards something else, refueling or giving back to yourself, or doing the healing necessary, work necessary to relieve yourself from this like reactivity. Or somebody could be very upset with the way something has been done in a group or an industry, and then wanting to make the change, do the thing. There's something waking you up though, no matter what here. And the change has to occur. The mystery of life isn't a problem to solve, but a reality to experience, a process that cannot be understood by stopping it. We must move with the flow of the process. We must join it. We must flow with it. Don't resist it. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to change. Be moved through the experience. I'm kind of a big deal. People know me. Hold on, I'm trying to think of this. There's something about, for someone, like some sort of illusion when it comes to being known or being a big deal. What that means. Or seeing the extreme version of like what happens when you're a big deal and a lot of people know you, and what that fucking comes with. Like responsibility, backlash, invasion of privacy, like all kinds of shit. So that's for somebody. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. Taking on a challenge is a lot like riding a horse, isn't it? If you're comfortable while you're doing it, you're probably doing it wrong. As you wish. This is the part when you run away. What part do you want to run away from when it comes to yourself, or looking at yourself, or what part are you not wanting to see, or what are you afraid to experience? Check in with that. I promise you the dawn is coming. If there is only certainty and there was no doubt, there would be no mystery, and therefore no need for faith. I have the perfect weapon right here, these two hands, and this is never about violence. Never. It's always about having the power within your hands to make a change, to take accountability, or to create something, okay? Nobody puts baby in a corner, and our lives are defined by opportunities, even the ones we miss. The bottom, we may lose, sometimes painfully, but we don't die, we survive. You know, this is about endurance. It's about perseverance. It's about keep moving forward, even through challenges, failures, difficulties, mistakes. We get through it and we grow from it, you know? We are so powerful. We are so powerful. We can get through anything. And we get together through things much better when we do it together. As a team, even with our differences. You know what I'm saying? I think you do. I love you very much. If you guys want a reading from me, embodyempress.com. If you want some weekly assistance to keep you on track for your human journey and your healing, I would check out my Patreon, which you can try for 1 week for free. And yeah, I have tons of other free resources, so please check that out down below. I love you guys very much. Sending you so much love in your journey, and I will see you next time. Love you, bye.